Evening, king of the shingle round one. Obviously that washout at Weybourne has to be forgotten, so we're at Kelling tonight, so we're going to try and do it. It's blowing a gale, but luckily it's southwesterly winds. There's 31 booked into the league. You've got to fish 3 or 4 matches, and tonight we have, I think, 25, 26 anglers. So enough to make a really good show of it. This is run by John Spalton in conjunction with Norfolk Angling Club, so many of the anglers you'll already be familiar with, so hopefully it'll be alright. We're fishing the ebb, so tide down and over low water, and it has been scratchy at that point of the tide recently, so who knows. Right, well, it's another blustery night in Norfolk, so apologies if the wind interferes with a bit of this, but I've drawn peg 6, so it's under the cliffs, and if you're in an open match or something like that, you'd be pretty stuffed here, I think. But we're all in sections of 6, I think, so doesn't matter too much because everyone else is in the same boat. So bait wise, we've got the leftovers from a match yesterday, so sticky black lugworms. I think these might have been Paul Marshall's from a few matches ago. I think he might have gave me them. He's a good bait digger, so they're gonna work if there's anything there. And we'll tip off with some squid. There's half a pack of squid there, so that's it, simple as that. Nothing complicated. 3 hook flapper, size 2 hooks, maybe 1s possibly, can't remember what's on them, but anyway, we'll see how it goes. Next to me is Kevin Green, and he's good. So we'll go and pester him in a minute and see what he's up to. But yeah, that's it. We've got about 20 minutes to kick off, so I'll get these hooks baited up. Well, it's not easy filming in the dark, as you can imagine, but I'll do my best again. So I'm going to start, there's still a bit of water there and there's still a bit of tide, so I'm going to start off with a 6-ounce lead, and then Paul Marshall, yesterday after an open match, he gave me some of them. So once we lose the tide and there's nothing pulling round, if I want to search a belt, I can stick one of them on the bottom and see if we can find little pockets of sand and stuff. I've not used plain leads much in my fishing, but Paul Marshall shit hot, so if he uses it, then it'll work. So that's it. And then on the reel we've got 15-pound main line and a 60-pound shock leader. Tonight I change the shock leader every time I go fishing. Normally 70-pound, but I'm only aiming to fish about 50-60 yards out, and the most I'll be using is a 6-ounce lead. So 10 pound of breaking strain for every ounce of lead, so that's right. And it's going to be a 3-hook flapper, the same as you see most weeks this time of year. That'll all change in the spring, but for now we're just trying to get a few whiting and over as the tide's ebbing back, and then if it's really hard, then I'll have to switch to size 4 hooks and scratch around for some dabs later on. But initially it's going to be a positive approach, because I know Kevin will catch fish if they're in front of him, so we will have to see. Okay, so I'm across with Kevin Green, and he's a multiplier man, so that's a Dower multiplier, up the rod butt, Zipflex rod. Now Kevin is super consistent in all the matches I fish, so but interesting to see. Look, boom rig, and I'll introduce you to Kevin.
Hello.
This is Kevin Green. So yeah, first time I've fished next to you for a long time, but I'm sure you'll do all right tonight. What do you think is going to be there?
Well, we fished here yesterday, dabs, whiting, that was about it, but yeah. They should be there, but sometimes it does fish better in daylight, but we'll see how we go tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, hopefully you'll bring a few fish over to measure, and then we can have a look. But yeah, do you ever switch between the fixed spool and multipliers, or you just multiplier up, is this it? This is what you do every week?
I prefer a multiplier. I have got fixed spool reels and fixed spool rods, but I find a multiplier much smoother, much nicer reel to use, rather than the egg whisk as they call them. Yeah,
well that's fair comment. So yeah, pretty much the same as what I'm doing, to be honest with you. There's no difference. The rigs are the same, hooks are about the same, rod and reel's different, and my reel's down the bottom of the butt, but apart from that, pretty much identical setup, so hopefully we got some fish in front of us. See you in a bit, Kevin.
Okay, see you later.
Before I leave Kevin, we're going to have a quick look at his bait, because it's totally different to mine really. So he's got fresh blow lug, and look at the difference in colours. So are they older then, Kevin, the black ones, or?
The blacks were dug presumably Saturday,
right,
and the reds were dug presumably yesterday.
Yeah, well,
no, different beach obviously.
Yeah, it must be, but yeah, there's a difference there. And you've also got a wrap of blacks, which is what I'm using,
yeah,
and is that frozen mackerel?
That's frozen mackerel, yeah.
Yeah, and you've got a few sand eels and squid
sand
in there as well, so if there's white in here you should catch them. It's them blow lug I'm worried about. I think they're good, aren't they?
Well, you can't go wrong with blow lug on this coast anyway.
No, catch everything, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been alright with the blacks and the mackerel though this year, I must say. But
well, I think whiting, when they're whiting, or the dabs for that matter, if they're hungry, they'll virtually take anything.
yeah, they will.
Sometimes the smellier the better.
Well, we'll find out tonight, won't we? Because I won't be doing anything different to you. We'll see. So I've got Kevin Green on my right hand side, Rob Ford on my left, but he's not in my section, so we can afford to be friendly to him. So, what's the tactics, Rob? Boom rig?
Yeah, on peak special.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I thought I'm fishing next to you, I'm not going to show the man that you.
Yeah, well, I appreciate the advice.
I'm doing alright with them, so I'm talking you, mate.
Yeah, no, that's alright, isn't it?
Yeah, boom rig.
Everyone's on a boom rig.
Yeah. Boom rig, fishing under your nose with a bit of fish.
Yeah, that should be alright, shouldn't it? Hopefully there'll be a few white in there. Let's have a look at this rod. So that's a serious bit of kit. Yeah. I don't think I'd be able to handle that, to be honest with you. And
I can't bend it either.
you can't bend it either.
No, but I like to bring it out every now and then.
Yeah. So 7/8T. So yeah, I must be the only one on the beach who still uses a 12-foot fishing rod.
Well, yeah.
But I wouldn't be able to bend that, mate. I know that. Oh well. Good luck. Right, well, it's a nice evening. So there's the two anglers to my right and to my left. So everyone's on a boom rig. I've been using them for years, but I only use them because me and my dad used to go down to Dungeness when I was a kid, and we caught loads of fish on them, and the fish haven't changed, so I thought, well, we use them. And yeah, it doesn't tangle, it's easy to fish with. Don't cast that well, to be honest, but not as well as a clip down would, but does the job on these shingle beaches in Norfolk. I think bait and finding the fish is slightly more important than distance up here. But anyway, we've got a couple of minutes. I'll have a cup of tea, see where everyone else lob out. First cast is going to be about 35 yards, just to see if there's anything right in tight, and then if not, we go searching around. I'll let you know what happens. Well, it's not that cold, which is a blessing, but I've had 2 casts now, and trying to get those white in while the water's here hasn't paid off at all. Next door, I think, have both got 1 dab each, and I should explain that rules tonight and for this King of the Shingles series are slightly different. Whiting have to be over 27 centimetres and everything else over 18. So the dab approach might be the best one to go for, because a lot of the whiting that have been caught have been small, but there have been some good ones, and I just thought if I could blooming get a triple shot of them, that'd save a lot of little dabs, but not paying off at the moment. I'll soon be on the size 4s. Another 2 casts of this. If it doesn't work, we'll have to go scratching for a dab, which is not what I want to do, because someone else will get whiting, I'm sure. So, but you can drop 1 match out of 4, so don't know, might stick at this. Yeah, probably stick at this. We'll see what Kevin and Rob do. Right, 45 minutes gone now, and Rob Ford's in the same boat. He's got one little dab, but Kevin, he's managed a whiting and a dab, so he's forged ahead, and the blow lug, it seems to be doing the damage there. But so I've made a decision. I've sacked it off and I've gone on to a Rob Tuck special. So 9-inch snoods, size 4 hooks, and little bits of black tip with fish. So we'll see if that works. We need a bite. We need to get on the card. Need to do something, because at the moment it's not working at all. So for once I've got to get rid of the booms and try that. Can't do any worse. Well, it's blowing a hoolie still. It's not very good from my point of view, because whiting have got to be 27 centimetres and that one's under. So no points for him. But that's my first fish of the night, and there's an hour and a quarter gone, so that's a disaster. But now I'm on the little hook, so at least I'm got a chance for a couple of flatties perhaps. We'll see. You're doing the business tonight. Is it that blow lug that's you're getting them on?
Tipped off all the time.
Is it? See, that's what I've been trying to catch.
31.
Blimey, yeah, that's good. And a dab.
24.
Yep. Good points. Well done. Lovely fresh blow lug tipped off with fish strip. That's what I should have done. Know it. I know the mistake. Can't believe that. First chuck with the Rob Tuck rig, and we have got 33 or 34 whiting and a little dab. So yeah, we're on the card. So there's no point me making this channel if I don't listen to the better anglers. So that's what I'm doing. Every week we're learning something. Another couple of dabs, but they're tiny little things. Look at that, 18 centimetres. But Kevin's over and he's doing the business on the blow lug, and look at that for a dab. 28. I'd imagine that'd be the biggest flatfish of the night. Well done, mate. Good fish, that is.
24 points.
Yep. Super job. Right, we're at halfway stage, and Kevin's doing really well there. He's knocking them out on the blow lug, and I'm pottering along, catching little dabs at the moment. I think I've got about 8 or 9 of them on the card, but not to worry. So there's a 4-match series. This is great fun, this type of fishing. That's £7 for the night out, and it all goes back into the pot, and there's biggest round, biggest flatfish. There's also the section winners, and then there's £20 for the most rockling. So the money's all spread out, and the idea is just to get as many people on the beach and enjoy themselves. It's nice to do well, but it really don't matter, and I like it like that. That's all pretty good fun, but we keep jogging on because yeah, it's nice to do well, and I try and do my best, but keep messing it up, that's the trouble. See, black's tip with fish normally helps me get the better whiting, but today it's just these, one after another. I'm getting triple shots of them. 17 centimetre dabs, which is tiny. Whereas Kevin, on the other hand, exactly the same setups, and he's getting whiting up to 32 centimetres and quality dabs. The only difference is the blow lug, which I can't understand because the blacks and fish strips always work, so I don't know. Well, I've fished like a complete muppet tonight. I've caught loads of little fish, made loads of mistakes. I've just swapped back to the boom rig and loaded it up with squid heads. I just thought, oh, I'll do that, and I've got a double shot, nice dab on the bottom, decent whiting on the top. So yeah, I don't know, keep trying different things. I've learnt loads tonight. I've learnt that I'm crap. But anyway, we will sort it out, and we've got about half an hour left, so we'll see what comes in on the next 2 casts, and then we will have to go and suck it up in the car park, I'm afraid. And then the next match is in 2 weeks time for round 2. But if this is a complete disaster, I'll drop this one, and that means I would have to win my section in the last 3 matches. So highly unlikely, but we'll enjoy it. Company tonight's been brilliant as well. All helps. But yeah, let's get on with it, see if we can get a few more. It's going to be too little too late, but another good white in there and half decent dab on the bottom. So as I say, I've left it far too late, made too many mistakes, but worst cast is in the water, so let's see if we can catch something magical on that one. Best fish tonight was that 34 centimetre whiting, so not all lost, but yeah, should have changed things up when I started catching all them little dabs. Should have just gone on squid heads. That's what's blacks tipped with squid head. Why they didn't like anything else, I do not know. Well, that's it, minute little dab to finish with, so we finished pretty much as we've had the most of the match, and that's it. Let's go up in the car park, see what John's got to say for himself. Well, there you go. I dragged myself up to 175 points, sorry about the wind, with the biggest round being 34 centimetres. I know Kev Green's got just over 300 points, so well beaten, but yeah, I should have changed tacks a lot earlier and we might have been a bit better off, but having spoken to some of the other anglers, I've done alright I think, but just not compared to Kevin. But this is a peggy old beach, so some of the anglers down to my left have really struggled, and you just don't know what the ground's like out in front of them. So anyway, never mind. We will now go and see what the results are, go and find John, and yeah, let's see how it fished.
You got flat battery.
Did you do that last month, John?
Yeah. Has anyone got some headlights they can put on John? Or battery's flat. Nightmare.
Yeah, he's a starlet.
Got to turn them out. Scared of this.
Are you ready? Right, we'll do the sections first. A section, 5 watts, 195 points. Don't worry, mate, it's Spolt technology. B section, Steve Medler, 218 points. C section, Chris Spall, 200 points. Bit of diesel money anyway.
Well, Chris.
Bit of diesel money.
Well, mate.
Cheers. D section, Tom Gibbs must have been solid, 192 points. Finally, Paul Kerrick, E section, 222.
John? Kendrick.
Hey, me? Just be quiet,
yeah.
be quiet.
It's default.
Thank you.
Well done, Paul.
Yeah, that's
Right.
right.
Biggest round first, Julian with a 35 centimetre white, and if anyone's got anything any bigger.
Well done, Julian.
Biggest flat monster dab, 31 centimetres, Neil.
Well done, Neil.
Where is he?
Cheers, John.
Thanks very much.
Unlucky, Simon. Unlucky.
On 2 of them. Right, paid top 5 on the night. Fifth, Dwayne, 227.
Well done, mate.
Thank you, Mike.
Fourth, Mike Toppin, 282.
Well done, Mike.
Third, Dave Mappers, 285.
Well done, Dave.
Where are you?
Jumped in the gun there, weren't you?
Second, Dave Sycamore, 295.
Well done, Dave.
Hey.
Thank you. Winner on the day, Kev Green, 331. Right, one more thing, Lucky Peg. Kev, come here. Kev, just bring this Lucky Peg out of here, mate. Anyone you like.
Anyone you like?
Just spread them out a little bit. I'll just pick one out.
Mine would be nice.
This is it, we said.
Will!
Will Amy?
Zero to hero! Well, be looking in good, mate. Right, that's it, mate. Thanks for coming. Next one's at Clyde in a fortnight's time. Okay?
Perfect, John. Well done.
And Roger in there.